Hi there and welcome to another Raid Shadow Legends video. I'm IceMan and today it's a strange day to do it, but we're going to do an arena video. Yeah, I know, right after reset. No point in building up. It's not like we're doing a platinum rush, but I've got a whole bunch of tokens that I need to use fairly soon. So I want to do a bit of an arena push and just try and farm up some tokens. So I thought I'd film it and we'll just have a bit of a fun time just going through the arena, seeing who we can take down, who we can't, and where we can improve and whatnot, and hopefully you'll enjoy watching it. And if not, I do apologise for wasting your time, but you know, I know it's not everybody's cup of tea, but I needed to do it, and you know, why not film it, why not put it out there for people to enjoy if they do enjoy that content. So let's get on with it, shall we? Straight into the arena. So we'll start with a fresh page. Obviously I'm in goal 4, I'm a little ways in already, and we'll just start from the top and work our way down. She's in there from me trialing her out. Right, so this is quite often the team I use a lot of the time these days. Now you could argue actually, in fact I'll pull her out. Put him in. And in fact, we'll put him in because I just want to see what you can do with the build I've now got him in. I'm actually going to be doing a video on him, which will probably be the next video to come out after this one. I've got him in an immunity set, as you can see. Rejigged some of his gear. He's not quite as fast as he was, but his quick damage and stuff is higher, so I do want to see what he can do. So what we got lockout wise, 3 of them. Madam Ceres unfortunately still up. So let's get our speed boost up. Alright, they've got no shields to take away or anything, but this will probably still be his biggest hit, I'd imagine. No, we'll go for the decreased defense and weaken one actually. Well, decreased defense or weaken. We'll land weaken out on one and decrease defense out on another, and we'll just take on the AoE to try and nuke them down. We're going to try and do it fairly quick and fast and melt through them as quick as we can. That's our first one down. Alright, so what we got here, green and blue for the most part, so we'll go with my more traditional team. You won't find them, we'll do by rank. I absolutely love these two together, and then you add them onto that, it's like, people don't get a go, you know, it's just great. I'm not saying it always works, and sometimes I bring in my old team with Warlord. It's a bit more, it works more often, shall I say, has a higher chance of keeping him up because of his shield and stuff that he brings, but it tends to be slower, whereas this one quite often I can set on auto, leave it, and it will blow through teams quite quickly. I am actually manualing at the moment. I notice my mouse is a lot more clicky all of a sudden. Team number 2 down. So we've got a fairly solid team we're against here, one of every affinity, so I'm not going to worry too much about that. We'll just use the basic team and see how we go. They're a bit higher than us in player power. Or team power. See what we get lockout wise. 2, 4, that's not ideal. But we go next anyway, because we're faster. We'd after speed boost. And whoever we don't knock out, lock out, we kill. That's why I love Sissia. She's not Sissia. Counter Select. She's absolutely brilliant. You know, she nukes as well as blocking people out. There we go. That's another one done. And on to our next one. Again, a bit higher than ours. This time it's just all voids. So again, we'll go for our usual team. And we got 4 lockouts, so there's no point in using that ability. Didn't get to anyway. Okay, so we'll stun everybody, and then we'll do the decreased speed, which will probably kill everybody to be fair. Well, everybody a bit, except Skull Crown, obviously, for the obvious reason. See if we can take that off, yeah. And there we go. And they're down. So I don't usually face Hegemon teams, primarily because I know there's a good chance I'm going to be slower, especially when you look at this one where they've got higher team power. But you know what, we'll give them a try. And see what we can do. Yeah, they're faster. And they managed to lock out all 4 of us, great. So we've probably lost this one. Lost Hegemon already. Need to get down to her. Oof. Right, let's get a kill and a revive. And we'll get another revive. Speed boost. Let's try and decrease speed on them. We'll take out Arbiter. Oof, close. Very close, but we managed it. See, it's not always all about who goes first. And next up we have one a bit weaker than those, but we'll go for it anyway. Again, all void. And not even fully built up on their Madam Ceres. That may be to purposely keep their player power a little bit lower though. It may just be that they've only recently got her in the recent 2x voids. Ah. Right, so he's in one of those sets. You know, void champs are great, but they're not always the be all and end all. Now, teams like this I really hate. I can beat them, but they always take longer. Because of Torment, they're fairly high power, there's no guarantee we'll beat them, but we are going to try. We just can't speed boost with Arbiter, which is annoying. If it comes to it, we will heal if it's required. So let's try and slow somebody down if need be. We'll go for what the scorches are. That's kind of pointless. I really should have tried Oof, I've never found it to be that great a champ when I've tried it myself, but yeah, sometimes other people can get them to work really well. See, this sort of team, they've got all that speed. Lord Shazar can do some nukes with his bombs. and then you've got Torment to just basically stop you doing what you want to do, which is really annoying. We're not going to try him again. I don't think there's any makeup I've got that would just help me get through that, so we're not going to waste the things to do it. We'll try this one. So this is where this sort of team's better than my old team, where I used to use Warlord, because obviously a big part of what he does is putting out buffs and shields and stuff like that, and obviously you can't use that against Torments, whereas this team's all about debuffs, going fast, keeping them from going through debuffs. We didn't get everybody locked out, so we will use hers. That does lock everybody out. Torment still throws 3 of us. Oof. Come on. Alright. Let's big 'un down. We'll try to take Arbiter out. I must admit, if I'd thought about it, I should have brought a block revive champ for this run, just to help get through Torment quicker. Although Xavier is not currently fully built, and she's my go-to usually for that role. Let's try and take her out so she's just not doing stuff to help him. I really hate Torment. He doesn't automatically guarantee a win, but he certainly guarantees a slow run, which is annoying. But as you saw in the previous one, he was a big linchpin in stopping me from doing what I wanted to do, so I couldn't nuke him down, couldn't protect myself in the way I otherwise would like to, because you can't put those shields out on yourself and everything, can't speed boost. I mean, to be fair, I really maybe, if I could get it fast enough and in the gear, but not that I have it even remotely, I don't have that much of it, getting them all in immunity gear would be a big help. So, we're refreshing tokens. We've got one, ooh, pretty powerful for 2 champs, but we'll go for them anyway. At least here we can speed boost. Cool, trying to don't half it. I don't ever. I've recently gotten some big nukers, to be fair. Single target big nukers, that is, not AoE nukers, in Crew Traxxer, in one of my previous videos. And the other day, off a video, just pulled a couple of void shards and I got myself a Turvold. Don't really need to go out my way to build him up though, because I've already done faction wars on the barbarians. So although he's kind of a cool champ, I don't know that I'll be building him up, because it's just not worth the resources for me. And obviously being a void legendary, not too many people get him or are probably that worried about seeing videos on him. Alright, so this will probably be the last fight on this little round. Not on the video, I will state. Alright, so again we've got a mixed batch here, one of every affinity, so I'm not going to worry too much. I'll just bring this team like I usually do. See what we can do about just locking them out, not letting them do what they want to do. Obviously Martyr's a great champ. Alright, we got 3 lockouts there, not 4. So we will use this ability. And we still didn't knock out their Martyr, she's got high resist. Okay, we'll go for the big hit, take out Trunda. go. So we got 50 seconds until the refresh, and I'll wait that and we'll pop back in a second. I'll cut this a bit out. Okay, so we've refreshed and we're back on a fresh 15 minutes. Let's carry on battling through them, shall we? So we've got a fairly solid team here. High resist, Valkyrie for the shields, but with any luck we'll be able to put them down anyway. Of course they've got all three of the main affinities. Yeah, we'll go with this team. It's a really solid team, as you can see. I've not really had to swap anybody out for the most part. See, we didn't get 2 blockouts with Hegemon, and that's where having counter slicks helps, because she does do everybody and she does some serious damage to boot. To boot, he says. Battle of the Ages, what do you think, you know? So we'll try and take out Valkyrie next, just because she's awake. Right, and now's a good chance. Oh no, not quite. But we'll take Razin out. There you go. Actually, just in case anybody's curious, I'm going to show you what my current defence is. So I've actually got Arbiter, Hegemon, Valkyrie and Warlord as my defence. I need to really put some work into a couple of these champs though. But you know, I've actually lost a fair few here, as you can see, in arena defences, which is quite unusual to be honest, but I'm guessing we were on reset, so... Well, that's not that close to reset, that was probably closer to reset. And then there were a couple more that tried it and lost. Usually I say my win rate with this one's probably usually a bit higher, but... according to that video they released, my best team is actually pretty much what I've got there, except for with Abyss in to do some damage. I'm going to keep trying this one, track the wins versus losses for a little bit longer, maybe for the rest of the week, see how it do, and then keep a record of it, actually jot it down, and then swap in Abyss for Valkyrie and see if we tend to win more or lose more. One thing I will say is with this defense I don't get attacked all that often, whereas with the Abyss one I did get attacked more. I won more, but then I was also getting attacked more. Now this one's going to be a really difficult one to do. Obviously it's all voids except for the dreaded Duchess, and she is a real pain, but this is the best team to take her out that I've got anyway. But with them being such high player power and Torment in there, meaning we can't speed boost or heal, we've got to be careful here. Try reducing the 10 meter on Arbiter. Okay. So that does bother us, because this is where Asralon comes in. Removes all those debuffs, does a load of damage to them. Now we're going to come back in with Countess Lix and do her lockout and nuke. Problem is you do have the double revive here, which is a real pain. You can almost do with risking the healing, because we're getting a couple of people a bit low here. But instead we're actually going to go in for doing a bit of damage. Try and take Duchess out. See what we can do with this one. Go for Arbiter again, keep her 10 meter down if we can. Damn it, we really needed Countess Lix up there. If she'd been up there, Arbiter would have been down. So we need to risk this now. We got frozen, which we really didn't want. We need to boost and heal. See, this is where it all starts going wrong, and where Torment is just such a pain. If it had just been Duchess, I probably would have beat this team. But with Duchess and Tormund, it's just you can't put your shields up and put the defense up you need, but your speed boost and all the rest of it. And Duchess provides such massive support that you've got to try and take her down. And there's not really a lot you can do. It's just, yeah, as you can see. So, and because you've got the two revivers together, see, they are higher player power than me, team power than me. Probably higher player power by, imagine, by a fair bit as well. Let's have a look at these. .5. Actually, they're fairly comparable to me, but obviously team power is definitely higher. They've obviously put a bit of extra work into these champions, and that is a hell of a team to face. Those two together are a right pain. You add another reviver to it, and it's just, yeah. So we'll do this one. As I say, I mean, normally if I come against a team I struggle with like that, I bring in somebody like Warlord, but you can't do that with Tormund because he just, every time you put up a buff or anything, he just freezes you. So it's, yeah. I mean, you know, if you've got immunity gear and stuff, so you can at least do that for the first few turns, and you can do what you want, and just push for it, then you're probably okay. But unfortunately, I don't have that. Right, so we've locked everybody out. Yeah, we'll do another big hit and stun everybody now. Obviously, this is a very tanky team, especially with Krisk in there. Probably should have saved that move because now we've got to deal with the. Try and do a hit on Duchess, and we go. So thank God. That's their reviver out of the way. Now we can speed boost, and Krisk is coming close to his go, so let's see what we can do with him. Try and lock people out again, plus do some damage. We'll go for Sir Nick here. See, this is a fairly solid defence, but nowhere near as nasty as that previous one. A, they were more comparable in team power to me, and B, yeah, I mean, the synergy between Duchess and Tormund together is just, yeah. Those are the two I'd really rather not face, quite frankly, almost ever. Speed boost. A couple of reds here I actually probably shouldn't have used this team, to be fair. It's not to say they can't win, it's just obviously that little bit harder. Let's see what we can do against him. Right, well, he's stunned at the moment. Get that AoE out there. Do what we can on Razin. Boost turn meters again. I know we got Vog off there and he's like Ely and stuff, but actually we'll start trying to whittle him down a bit as well now. Let's get those defences off him. Now we've only got to deal with Drexar. Yeah, that is a disgusting team. And just looking at it again just makes me shiver. It's just, yeah, no. So normally most people would be absolutely terrified of a team like this, but you know, at the end of the day they've got the one reviver, yeah, they've got their nuker, they've actually got a fairly decent speed lead. Warlord's a real pain, but that's where my team come in handy, because if I go first, which I should, and if I get the right lockouts, they're not going to get a chance to take a go, so that all those debuffs and stuff they do won't make any difference. Oof. Until they do something like that and make a liar out of me. Actually, we'll pick him up as we get the free go afterwards, then speed boost, and now we will lock everybody out and do a hit. That takes him down. Let's get everybody stunned. Alright, we'll try and take her out before he goes and brings her healing back up. So I mean that you look at a team like that, they're scary, but with the team I've got, not so much, even though their player power was quite higher, because I know I can deal with what they throw at me. But you put somebody like Arbiter, Torment and Duchess on the same team, and it's like, nah, you just can't do anything with that, you know. I'm sure there are plenty of people out there who can, and anybody watching this is going to be leaving comments down there going, hey, you should have done this on that team, that would have kicked their arse. And you'll probably mention a champion I don't have, or a build set I don't have, because I just don't have the gear, you know. But we do what we can in every situation. You see, Torment, again, I can face him here. Got one green, so this is the right affinity. I don't just go out my way not to fight a Torment team, but when you talk a Torment team with Duchess and Arbiter, yeah, then that. Like I say, I gave it a try. You never know. But I was kind of expecting to lose going into that one. Again, I think if I thought ahead again, I could have brought Block Revive just to make this a little bit quicker here. That wasn't too bad. All these Russian names, can't even read it, let alone pronounce it. Getting higher than me, but should be dealable. Alright, so speed boost. They get frozen. One of them must be wearing frost gear, I'm guessing. Some of those champs do a freeze. Right, now the problem we've got, of course, is they've already got those shields up and the counter attack, which is going to hurt if it comes back at me. But I kind of want to block people from doing what I can, and there's a good chance I'll kill Valkyrie with this one, or maybe not. His health looked a lot lower 2 seconds ago. Whew. And that was me thinking I had this team, but nah. This one's going to be tough. If I can keep Arbiter up, then I've got a chance. I've got Big and down now, which is kind of their biggest threat. We've got Arbiter out now, so they can't even revive. So long as Valkyrie doesn't do too much damage to me here, we can just sort of whittle them down and we don't have to worry about it. But she does hit pretty hard. She gets some good damage with those counter attacks. She's going to take that off. Go. I do love that double team. A little bit closer, that one. So you've got to be careful about getting overconfident doing this, you know. I've got a fairly solid team here that tends to plough through a lot of teams, but then you'll come across one where you think, oh no, I should have won that, and, well, pardon me. You know, you'll come across one where you're like, wow, blimey, I didn't see that coming, but they just suddenly nuke the hell out of you and you're done. Because they were a lot faster than you expected or whatever else. You know, again, it also, that's the only problem with Hegemon, because he only has a 50% chance to lock them out. There's always a chance he won't lock anybody out, and sometimes he'll lock everybody out. Sometimes, I mean, I do have mine in the stun set for that reason, to try and give him that little extra chance that he'll get a stun out. But I'm actually thinking about changing up his build and maybe going for a Nukemon and just plowing more damage into him to try and take people out at the start. Oh, Torment. Yeah, I wasn't paying attention, and that's what happens. So we're not going to speed boost because we know what'll happen if we do. I'm more worried about those fears than I am the decreased defense, so we'll try and do that. Good, now we get that. Oh, in fact, she's going to have done a decreased defense, she's locked out anyway. So we'll do this, we'll probably get at least one kill. Their Arbitor's got high resistance by the looks of it, or it was just one of those chancy ones where you'd expect to kill them and they just didn't. Yeah, because I'd swear she's got actually higher accuracy than Astrolon. And he still landed it, so it's just that one where there's that slim chance of you not getting it. Equal speed and hit. Yeah, we can just sort of plough in on him, and it's a case of taking him down. I think I have once come across a really strongly built Torment, and it was also when my teams were weaker as well, to be fair. And we got to this sort of point, and he surprised out that we came back and actually managed to kill all my team on his own. But he was obviously built for it to do a lot more damage than survive. Go. There's another one down. So we'll probably just clear this screen. How many more we got to do? A couple more, and then we'll call that for a video. I know most people don't like watching hour-long videos, and we're already 30 minutes in at this point. Probably a little less after editing, but you know, not by a lot, I'd imagine. So let's go with this one. Well, I still want to be farming those medals, and I've still got those refreshes to do. So, but I've still got about 20 days on them, and in that time we'll probably get another arena event or tournament. Even we never get the events for that. Oof! Blimey, this team's knocking the 7 hells of bell around me. But you see, that's what I mean. Because I only got the one lockout, not two, and they're faster. Oof, no, we're in trouble. We're in big, big, big trouble. It'd be a miracle if we win this now. Nah. See, it happens. I mean, can I beat them? Maybe. And in fact, we are going to try, because I've got a funny feeling I might be able to. I just need a slightly more tanky team than that. Where is he? There we go, Warlord. So we'll bring Warlord in. She still does her lockouts. I'm just trying to decide, do I want to use her? She does some pretty solid hits. I think Astrolon hits a little bit harder. Also does the decreased speed. No, yeah, we'll keep her and try and keep them doing absolutely nothing if we can. Now the shield that we start off with here from Warlord might just be enough. Plus, again, you've got the luck element of who we lock out. See there, we managed to get technically a lock and a stun on one champion, which is a bit useless and pointless, but okay. But we've managed to lock out Trunda, which is the main worry we had there. Ouch, that hurt. Alright, let's see if we can lock out everybody else and do some real damage. That Trunda hits like a bloody truck. Just on her A1 even when she's locked out, she's just mangling me. Right, let's try and get her turn meter down then so we don't have to face her again. No. Shields or lockouts? I think we'll go for shields and heals actually, just try and keep people up. And we'll see if we can take her out. Yep, there we go. See, if that normal team fails, this is the sort of thing I'll come back at, and then this is usually my flex spot. Increase speed, some big hits. Let's get that arbiter down. Bang, and they're down and out. Right, so we've got another one here, and we'll probably make this the last one. Again, reasonably solid team. Obviously you've got your decreased defense, your attack, and you've got your support there that's going to try and, she's probably fairly fast and going to try and lock me out, which is where we hope that Hegemon will lock her out instead. We'll go for our traditional team again and bring Asteron back in. Alright, so we locked her out, which no we didn't, damn, but hopefully we're fast enough. I do stress hopefully, because at the moment we're definitely not. Alright, we are with the speed boost, thank God. Otherwise Umbral probably would have locked us out and that would have been game over. Instead, it's pretty much game over for them. Alright, Trunder's in one of those sets. Swift Parry or whatever it's called. I mean, they're okay for being a bit of a pain, and if I'd only had one champion left, she might have managed to take me out. But to be honest, although it's kind of okay and it can give you that little extra chance, most of the time I don't think it's enough to keep you alive, really. So anyway, that's it, ladies and gents. You know, hope you enjoyed watching. We did, what, better part of 20 fights there. Lost 2 of them, I believe. That disgusting team again. Man, just, yeah. I really wish I could take them out, but I can't think of anything I could do to take them out. It's just, yeah. I mean, to be fair, I could try them again, and maybe with a bit of luck I might be able to, but it's, yeah. You know what, actually, it might mean losing, finishing this video on a loss, and they are over 100k player power ahead of me. But we're going to try them one more time. I'm a glutton for punishment, I really am. Right, so we got the lockout on everybody. Or a stun. Great. Let's try and take him. Go down a bit. Don't necessarily need to lock out, but it is a big hit, so go with that one. Use this to try and take off that unkillable, which we do. Then we'll take her out. Try and take her turn meter down a bit. If we can control those two now and stop them from reviving, then we've got a good chance. Right, so that's one of them down. Not taking any chances here. Yes, there we go, we did them. See, it just goes to show sometimes a second run at somebody and a little extra luck with that lockout on Hegemon can make all the difference. It's still a disgusting team. But it's a disgusting team that we beat, so. This is before I've technically actually beat them, but you know. At this stage it'd take an awful lot for them to win. Hegemon's great for stopping you from doing stuff. face it, he tends to not hit that hard, so he's not too likely to take out an entire team on his own. He's just there to be really annoying, and he is absolutely amazing at just being that. Probably one of the most, if not the most annoying champions in the game. It's not to say he can't hit. I mean, look, he's doing some solid damage there. We'll try and stop him from even getting another hit in fact. We'll just kill him. And there you have it. We actually win on a clean slate. Every match a win. Brand new screen, ladies and gents. And the team that we said could not be beaten by me, we just beat. And it just goes to show that the trouble with Hegemon is because it's only a 50% chance and it's random and all the rest of it. Just because you fail once doesn't mean you'll fail the next time. So it's always worth having another shot at a team if you're running with Hegemon. I mean, to be fair, there's probably plenty of situations, but that's true with other teams. Anyway, I hope you really enjoyed watching this. I certainly enjoyed doing it. I've probably earned a few medals there, not too many, but you know, we would carry on a bit longer, but you know, we're 40 odd minutes in. Plus, like I said, I realised actually I can probably try and find the time to do some real arena farming next time we have a mission up, hopefully within the next 20 days before my things expire, and yeah, we'll do it that way and hopefully get some really solid bits. Actually, you know what, we've got one more thing here, so let's take a team that looks fairly annoying and we'll try and take them out, shall we? Cardial. Oh, this guy is bloody horrible. In fact, there's a damn good chance these guys could beat me. Maybe not with that player power. Well, you never know though. I mean, you know, you've seen my player power versus some of the people I've been going up against, where I'm like 100k lower than them and I still beat them. Alright, I'm manually controlling it as opposed to the computer controlling it. Cardial is absolutely amazing. I really wish I'd got him on the 2x Voids. He looks absolutely amazing and he is a really solid champ. Obviously they've got somebody with a shield set, probably Quisk. Speed boost, how many have we locked out? 2. Okay, so we'll go for the lockout. I know I keep going to the end of the video and then I just carry on going, but yeah, I had one more arena token to use, so I might as well use it.
The rice, the soup, and the fortune cookies, and that's it. And then you can put it in a brown paper bag and come put it in my hand because I'm ready to eat. I refuse to play your Chinese food mind games. No! No and then! No and then! No and then! No and then! No and then!
Let's take Cardial out. He's the reviver. So Thalia's a pain as well. She's a solid healer. Okay. We'll take Quisk out actually, just because we can. Yeah, speed boost. Make sure that we get the go. Savalia's closer to going, so we'll try and take her out. Then we take out Iron Brago and it will be match over. Okay, they didn't give us a lot of trouble there, but yeah, Cardial is really solid champion. I mean, you've got a really solid team here to be fair, but I'm playing with a really busted team and I'm in control of them. And you put Hegemon going first, locking people out, plus I've got a pretty fast Arbiter. Not the fastest out there, not by any stretch of the imagination, don't get me wrong. I'd struggle in Platinum, but in Gold 4 I tend to do alright. I still don't always win. You saw at least 1 or 2 there where I didn't, speed wise. If he gets the good lockouts, you're sorted. Then she's faster. Then even if he doesn't get all the lockouts, but he gets some good ones, it can make the difference. Allow her to go. Then she comes in, locks them all out. At which point these two play together to do some serious damage. Plus he's technically a second reviver. So this team just has such great synergy for lockout and damage. which is why I love using it, quite frankly. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed watching that anyway. If you did, please hit that thumbs up button, and it lets YouTube know it was a good video and more people should watch it. And you know, if you like my content, if you enjoy watching me, find me entertaining, find me funny, just like looking at my stupid ugly head, you know, whatever it is, please hit that subscribe button and ding that bell, and you'll get notified next time I release a video. And then you can laugh at that one and all, or just laugh at me, whichever you choose to do. Anyway, I'll catch you in the next video. Bye.